set your mindset. So you can see the setting mindset is important. So the question comes is like, why to set the mindset, right? Like, okay, mindset is there, but why to set, basically why to have the right mindset? So if you see, just think about two people in any industry or any profession. Just think about two people. What make one person successful and other not? For example, in cricket, you know, the two great example, Vinod Kambli and Sachin Tendulkar, with due respect to all both of them, right? But you know what happened? What was difference? Once upon a time, Vinod Kambli was a better player than Sachin. But what happened? You take example of in your college or in your profession, industry. Two people start same environment, same learning, same syllabus, same course, same mentor, same lecturer or teacher. But what make other successful? What is difference between two people? The different, their almost their body environment surrounding almost are same, but what make difference is the mindset, right? So mindset is important for making a difference, right? So what I'm going to share is that if you see this tree, what we see on the surface level or above the ground, this is what we see. But the tree is not, it cannot stand without the root, right? Usually if you take any business or any person, what we see, their physical appearance, what we see, their result, their achievement, right? But it is built based on the root. And for a human, or the root is their mindset, mind, right? Like this tree is as strong as its root. So if you see the a strong trunk of any tree, or if you see a strong person physically or whatever they have built, actually that is being built based on the root. And for anyone, the root is this one, the mind or mindset. Any person is strong or successful as they are so strong or successful in their mind. So mindset is important. Mindset is the root of it. If you correlate with a tree or a human, mindset is a root. What you see, the physical body, their work, all are their trunk of a tree, and the branches or leaves and fruits, most important, are the result or what that particular person contribute to the society, what value they add to the society. That is the fruit, right? So this is how it is, which I understand. So today I'm going to cover 4 topic. The first of all is the misconception about the mindset, and the principles, how mind function, and the steps I'm going to share, and also few hacks for the mind and mindset and the thought process. So the first misconception is, first impression is the last impression. How many of time you have heard or you believed and you lived this? That first impression is last impression. Really? If first impression was the last impression, then how relation changes? How your belief and approach changes about somebody? Anybody in family member, any friend, mentor, or any company or anyone. So if first impression was the last impression, that should remain the same, right? Or it should become better. But why not? Why not? Why people separating? Why there is, relationship breakup? Why suddenly someone following and you're respecting, but something happened and you change, your mindset change? So first impression is the last impression. Is it really fact? is it really truth? Is it really universal truth in all the case and all the situation? Think about it. What I see, that first impression is not the last impression, but the first impression is the impression at that particular moment to move further on. But that first impression will not be the last impression. The latest impression is the last impression, the latest one, right? So this is one thing, and this is applicable not for the people, it is applicable for each and everything. Think around this, think about this, right? And the next is the thought become things. So if thought become things, just you think something and you think about something, and if it become things, then there will be disaster, because you can have a thought about anything or in any way, in your convenient way, and if it just become things, then there will be disaster. And sometime, and it will be everything easy, then there is no effort required. But thought itself does not become things. There is, so if you follow like IAM, intent, action, manifestation. But people may do the mistake just putting the intent and look focusing for or waiting for the manifestation. Where is the action? Where is the action? So thought, between thought and things there are several steps, and mostly it is about the action, belief, vibration, energy, feeling, and then it happened, right? So this is something which I realized, that many people can do mistake about this, around this particular statement. And the third is that सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग, what will people say is the biggest disease. If this is the disease, that सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग, then why people do the wrong things? Why people do the wrong things? Like doing something good, stopping yourself to do something great is bad. But with this thought that kya kahenge log, and if you stop yourself to do any mistake or wrong thing, then kya kahenge log is good. Because sometimes I feel, why people do such bad or mistake? Why people are not taking action? Don't they think what people will say about them? What his family member will think about him? What his mentors or all the family member, friends, and the loved one, what they will think? Do not they think about this or what? So if you do something good or great with this thought that if I do not do, what people will think, then it is good. Think that kya kahenge log, right? So this is the different perspective, 3 perspective I wanted to share. So this was the, I see sometimes this is misconception. This is my view. Not necessarily you believe it. You may have the different view, but this is my view. Sorry, helicopter is going from above this building. So this is what, then the principle of mind. So I learned some of the principle. There are many, but out of those, there are few I picked up and which I believe and which I live and which I follow. That the principle of mind. So the first thing is that it shows and manifests what you want knowingly or unknowingly. So basically, when I say when you want knowingly or unknowingly, so basically whatever thought comes in mind, if it comes the positive or if it comes negative, if it comes which you want and if it comes the thought which you do not want, because mind and universe could not differentiate whether you want or not, but whatever they see in your mind, that manifest, right? So this is what is the first principle of mind I understand. right? Then second is that sometimes it happens that unknowingly they do not want, but they talk about that, the negative things, and that become the things that happen, right? So always be careful about keeping the thought, thinking about the only things which you want. Do not think about something which you do not want, right? So this is the first principle. And second is that mind and body is part of same system. Like mind is a master, body is slave. Whatever master intend or think or believe, it will develop in body. Like if you get hurt or cut or burn in your body and in finger, your mind will sense. Similarly, whatever thought comes in your mind, whatever you feel related to your body, it will develop, it will transfer, it will manifest in the body. So be careful about, especially about thinking about health or any anything related to body. So mind and body is the part of same system. Then mind always swing or oscillate between past and future. Like we often listen this, that live in present, think about present. Is it possible to only think about present? If I think only about the present, then I'm not learning from the past. I will not be grateful about all the things, good things has happened in my past. I will not enjoy, I will not feel the happiness about all the good things if I'm not thinking about past. And same thing, if I do not think about future, I will not plan, I will not visualize, I will not have dream. So it is not possible technically also to always be in present. This is the nature of mind, like how day and then night and then day, this cycle keeps continuing. Similarly, mind has nature that it will oscillate or swing between past and future. But usually what happens, that when mind goes to past, it experiences negative thought like anger, regret or guilt. And when it goes to future, it experiences anxiety, fear or worry. So this is mostly happen. That is why people do not, that is why people say to live in present, because the best moment and the life and happiness is in the present. But also what can be done, that the consciously you can have this awareness that when my mind goes to past, it will only make your mind that it should only bring the good experience, the good moment. So when you think about past, think about the good moment, great moment about your childhood, about college days when you met your spouse or someone for the first time, marriages, your job, income, all those things. Think about those things, right? Similarly, when you are thinking about future, think about the living highlight, right? You know the story by Mehul, living highlight. Think about your ideal life, dream life, your contribution, your achievement, your success, your business. So think, when you're thinking about future, think about all the great thing which you are going to achieve, right? So that is the another principle, that mind swing between past and future. Then mind is the most fertile land on this planet. Whatever seed, for mind, what is seed? Is thought. So whatever seed you plant or put in your mind, it will grow. It will grow just, and and the irony is that, and the situation is that bad thought grows faster than the good thought. Similarly, like when you see in the open farmland, the the useless things will grow very fast, but useful things, like it will grow slowly. So that is how it is. The next is that mind is the most fertile land on the planet. Then the next principle which I learned is that environment and senses create your world. What does it mean? So your environment, surrounding, and whatever you are receiving from your senses, from your eyes, right, from what you listen, right, what you do, So all the senses that create your world. So be very careful about what you feeding your senses yourself from these, from the environment and your senses. So the great thing, if you expose yourself to the great thing, your life will be great. If it is not so great, the life will be that like that only. The next is that mind principle is that it doubts on positivity or positive things and believe on negative things. Like anybody, if they says you or tell you any good thing, positive thing, usually mind will doubt. But the moment you see any negative thing or bad thing, immediately it believe. This is the nature of mind. Some critics about someone, something bad about someone, it's easy to believe. This is the mind nature. You might have changed. You have might have developed a different, different concept on different ways of your mind through the practices, but the natural nature of mind is like this, to dot on positivity and believe on negativity, right? So be careful about this. The next is the, you remember what you remembered last time, right? So you remember the first misconception. So when anything it comes, like say Taj Mahal, or your spouse, your child, or one of your friend, or let's say about Amitabh Bachchan or cricket. So the moment you think about this, you will think about what you thought or what you remembered latest time, last time, not the first time, but the latest time. Because and there have been research done on this, that you remember what you remember last time. So this is the seventh principle I wanted to share. And then here is the steps to set your mindset. There are three steps which I'm going to share in brief, and you can explore about this concept. But these are the three steps to set your mindset. The first thing is that practice forgiveness. This is very important. This is very crucial, because earlier I was not knowing about this, but I felt that I keep, some feeling about someone or something and carry that impression. Even that situation is not there, but still carrying some impression about the past. So it is very important to release yourself, become free. Like how we in Deepavali we clean our house, and before you start anything you clean. So that it is very important to get free from the past impressions. So for that, the forgiveness is that the first you forgive others who has hurt you, all the people, or could be situation, it could be animals also, or it could be anything and everything which whoever has hurt you physically, mentally, emotionally, on any level, please forgive them, right? So for how to forgive, that also will tell, but try to understand to forgiveness is important, and the first you forgive all the other people, then ask for forgiveness from others whom you might have hurt knowingly or unknowingly. So also ask or seek or request for forgiveness from all those people to forgive you. And then last is the forgive and ask for forgiveness from yourself, because many of the time we keep beating, we keep thinking about bad about own self. So it is also important to forgive yourself. How you can forgive? Just with the thought process. See, whatever they did and whatever you did, that was the best things has happened in the given situation, in that particular situation, in that particular environment, in that particular energy. That was the best happen. Just know this and remember this, because there could have been bad also would have been happen, but whatever has happened, that was the best. The person they also did best in that particular situation. So turn the table and think from other perspective and see what was good into that. And even if someone done the mistake, or even if you did the mistake, it is okay, right? Because mistake we do for to learn, to not to repeat the mistake, and also to realize that if someone hurting us and I'm not feeling good, so this is also give idea for us to not do this mistake with others. So you can learn in all the way and all the situation, and forgive others, request or seek for to forgive yourself from others, and also forgive yourself, right? So this is the three steps to forgiveness. This is to set the mindset, because we are in the process, we are talking about the setting the mindset. And then next is cleanse your mind. This mind, it has already a lot of information, bad impression, our memory, all this has to be removed. As I was talking about the Diwali example, right? In Diwali we clean, even do dusting, vacuum cleaner, and every corner we clean. So similarly, it has to be our mind has to be cleansed. All the negative things, bad things, unpleasant, you know, unpleasant situation, moment has to be removed. So how to do that? Write all the unpleasant moment or emotion on paper. Write everything. So initially you do it once in a week. Once in a week, sit for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, or whatever time, and write each and everything on paper. And once you are free, once you feel lighter, then you take those paper and tear it and burn it. If you can't burn, if you are staying in such a place where you cannot burn, then you tear it in small pieces and then flush it in the toilet. So do this once in a week initially for 1 month, like, and then every month you do once. This is very important. This is very powerful. Just cleanse your mind for all the unpleasant people, moment, situation, and everything. Right. So this is the first thing for cleansing, and the second step is express. Express yourself by talking to people, person, or if you can't talk, like there could be some situation, some matter which, or maybe you are not in contact, then you can just talk loudly on air. Go to washroom and talk, or go to open place and talk, or go inside the car, close the window and just speak out loudly. Whatever you have to say, just say. Good, bad, expressing anything, just talk. Then also you can write letter. You can write letter uh, to that people, right? You can write letter, and if possible you post. If not possible, you just without address put it in the post box or send anywhere and keep it anywhere, right? So writing a letter. And then also think about all the good things. Usually what happens, we think about bad things. Think about all the good things about that person. What that person has the good things, what this person has done good for you, with you. So think about all the good things about that person and situation and see the difference, right? So this is the second step. And the third step to cleanse your mind is that very important, meditate. Just meditate. Like in our mind there are a lot of information and thought process. It is like jumble, it is like in different way, randomly it is placed. But to settle it down, to align it properly, and also to rest your mind, because this our brain is like engine, like a processor or engine in a car. If you operate it for longer period, it get heat, and when in become heat, it malfunctions. So it is very important to meditate, and especially for all the working people, it is very important to meditate in midday. So what rule I say is that just after lunch you meditate. No need to sleep, but you sit on the sofa, table, chair, or anywhere on the dining table, and just meditate for 10 to 15 minutes. There are many meditation available on the YouTube. You can do Anapan meditation or any meditation you already know. Just meditate for 10 to 15 minutes after lunch, right? And then see the difference. Because usually if you see, your evening is most, stressful or angry. All issue, most of the issue happen in evening. So it is very important to meditate in daytime, right? Midday. And also drop and surrender all the unpleasant memory or emotion to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, by with the help of breath. So what you can do, and this you can do anytime, just take a deep breath in with that particular thought and then unpleasant moment, and drop it to the ground while you breathe out. So do this for several times, and that you will feel that your mind is completely like cleansed or like peaceful, right? So this is the second step to set your mindset, is the cleanse. So we forgive, we drop the emotion, unpleasant emotion with the people, situation. We also cleanse our mind, and then the third step is install the new firmware. We have to put the new firmware. So what I mean by the firmware, so basically 3 steps: gratitude and appreciation. Practice gratitude and appreciation every single day, every moment. Be grateful about each and everything. Whatever you see, just be grateful. Have a thought of, just by looking at anything and everything, have a thought of gratefulness or gratitude. When you are looking at the person, things, or environment, climate, when you think about your past, every moment, just have feeling of gratitude towards each and everything. And also appreciate the people, situation. When you appreciate people in front of you, around you, and then see the magic, how it will change and turn up. So just practice this gratitude and appreciation. You can be grateful for each and everything in the past. You can be grateful for each and everything in the present. You can be also grateful for each and everything which you are going to achieve in future. But when you thinking about the gratefulness, when you practice the gratitude about the things yet to happen, also think in a present tense, like it has already happened. So for example, if you want to earn 1 crore, which you yet to earn, you can be grateful that thank you God, thank you universe for that I earned 1 crore rupees. Or if you want to deliver a TED talk, you can just be grateful and say thank you God, thank you universe that I deliver my TED talk, right? So this is the first thing to install new firmware in here in mind. And the second is visualization and imagination. So all the things you want to achieve, you want to become, you want to do, just visualize and imagine. So the difference between visualization and imagination is that visualization is two-dimensional. You can visualize the things in pictorial format. You can visualize the things which you know about it and which you have seen. So that is how for something which we have not seen, we see the picture, we represent the picture, right, or video. But imagination is something you can imagine anything. It has no limit. Imagination has no, it is beyond the possibilities also. You can imagine that Taj Mahal is moving from Agra and coming. I mean, it is lifted in air and coming just to yours, coming to. Move to your city. Or imagine people are flying. This you can imagine. So that is the imagination. That is the power of imagination. So that you imagine for yourself, your future life. Just imagination. So this is the second thing. Visualization you can do for each and everything, for health, for family, for relationship, for money, for business, for each and everything. Just visualize. And if you have not seen what you want to achieve, just use help of picture, get help of picture. And the third thing is that affirmation and incantation. Affirmation is like basically believing, putting the software believe in yourself, about yourself. And there are a lot many affirmation statements and video are available on YouTube. So whatever you believe, whatever you feel, but practice affirmation. Affirmation and incantation, what you can do, you can either write every day, you can read, you can listen, you can speak. And the best is that you listen your recorded affirmation, right? So this is the steps to install new firmware to set the mindset, right? Hope this will be helpful. Most of the thing you already know. This is not anything I'm telling new, but just I'm here structure in a particular sequence. So next is the bonus tips or hacks from my side, which I want to share. Is that the first is, do not get trapped by easy or comfort things. This is the nature that what we want things easy, we want things uncomfortable or convenient way, but that is the biggest trap, because if it is easy, things will be easy, but if it is difficult, you can become a difficult, you can become a strong, your mental toughness, and the strong people achieve the big things, right? So first of all, anything looks easy for you or comfortable for you, you stretch yourself or do something which make you uncomfortable. Do not fall in the trap of easy things. Easy is disease, right? So do not fall in trap of easy things. Then relate with experience, like you already have experience from your past, right? See, here you can think about past and see how the things has happened, how things worked. So if you correlate with those things in the current scenario, current situation, if you relate with others' experience, other learning, maybe you will find some solution and you will move. But again, everyone has their own story, own situation, but here it is just for reference point of view. It is not the exact things. So learn from your experience and implement and relate with, right? So this is also very helpful for me. And the third thing is that counsel yourself. When I say counsel yourself means, see, who knows more about what you, maximum about you? It is you. Who knows what you can do or you can't do? It is you. Who knows, who can know what is best for you? You. So that is why it is very important to counsel yourself, right? And this is what I practice and follow. So at given any point of situation, I analyze, think, and then I detach myself from that situation. And I share in one of the session about how to do it. Like move back 2 steps, and from there you observe the situation, the case. Like if your friend or your brother is there in that situation, what would you advise? What he need to do, right? So, and you can also take the celebrity help, like we mentioned that what expert has to tell about that situation, and what a celebrity has to tell about that situation, and whatever thought comes to you, take a step further, and whatever thought or step or solution came to your mind, just start applying one by one. So it is very important that you counsel yourself, and then it will be great. You can find a better solution, right? In some cases, may not be at all the cases, but in some cases or most of the cases, right? So this was the 3 tips. So this is what I shared in the entire presentation. Let me recap once again that 3 Sheep rule, that first impression is the last impression, then thought become thing, and सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग. So this was the misconception. Then 7 principles for mindset, like it shows and manifest what you want, knowingly or unknowingly. Then second was mind and body is part of same system. Then mind swing between past and future. Then mind is the most fertile land on this planet. Then also environment and senses create your world, and mind doubts on positive things and believe on negative, right? And then seventh principle was you remember what you remembered last time, right? Then 3 steps to set your mindset. The first is the practice forgiveness, second is the cleansing of your mind, and then third was the install new firmware. Then 3 bonus tips was don't get trapped by the easy things, then relate with others experience and your experience both, and then also counsel yourself. So this is what all I had to I wanted to share to set your mindset. So I hope this will be helpful, even if you pick up a one principle or one idea, and if you implement, this is going to be very helpful for you. So this was like as a gratitude to Gurudev, and also as a contribution or helping to the community, I thought to prepare this presentation and share to all of you. So I wish all the very best and great success to each and everyone. And I wish all the great success in the journey to each and everyone. And always be aware and be conscious about your mindset. The moment you see it is not the way it should be, then think and do something, right? Set your mindset basically. So all the very best. See you in the next video or in another platform. All the best. Thank you.